back in the craft room, and I have another craft for you today. I had been asked a while back to do a Minecraft project, and at that time, I have to be honest, I had no idea what Minecraft is, but now all of a sudden I'm seeing it everywhere. You know, people are talking about it, and all I have is the logo printed out on a piece of cardstock. And what I've done, working on wax paper, I brushed Mod Podge on the front and on the back and on the front and on the back, the front and the back 3 times to make sure it was all well coated. And now it's all dry. And what I'm going to do is work with this Envirotex jewelry clay. And I'm going to prepare it the same way I always do, with part A and part B of equal amounts. And then you're going to blend them. And you want to blend it until it's all very evenly colored and you don't have any streaks of either color showing. When you have it all blended, all you're going to do is put it on the parchment paper and just start patting it down and pressing it. And we want to get it can be as thin as you want it to be, but I need to have it just a little bit wider than the piece of paper that I have. So I'm going to have to work it a little bit to get it that wide. And it's up to you how even or uneven you want it to be, and maybe it doesn't make any difference. So that works pretty good in terms of size for me. So I'm just going to press it right into the craft clay. I'm just going to take my needle tool and I'm going to just kind of scrape off some parts of it. Because I do want there to be a little bit more at the top, only because I need to cut some holes into it to be able to string it into a pendant. And you really don't have to. If you wanted to just glue a bail on the back, that would be okay too. Okay, and now I'm going to fold it over just a little bit. You can take a craft knife to kind of even out the edges a little bit if you want. I'm going to trim it off here as well. Now don't throw away these scraps, because we're going to use these scraps right on here. So we'll smooth out the top like we did on the bottom, and it's kind of a free form around there. And these scraps are not garbage. Then we're going to squish those onto each end. What we're going to do then is, with the needle tool, I'm just going to put a couple holes into each of them. And I want the holes to be big enough for me to be able to put a cord or a string through so that we can turn this into a necklace. I have this Pearl X pigment powder, and it's an antique silver, I guess, that I'm putting on here, and I'm just going to brush it all over and it'll stick right to the clay. Now we want to get the back also, so you need to kind of carefully do that. So you don't want it to be all misshapen, but you may have to reshape it just a little bit, depending. So I'm going to flip it over. Now we're going to let this sit for 12 to 24 hours and let it cure. And then we'll come back and we'll do the next step. We're back, and the Minecraft pendant is dry enough for me to brush off any excess pigment powder. We're back, and I mixed my Easy Cast resin already, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to drip it right into right over the actual Minecraft portion of it, and it'll kind of work its way around and level itself off. You don't really need very much. You can help it along a little bit if you want to make sure you get it in the corners. And then you'll let the bubbles rise to the top, and then you can take a lighter or a straw and just kind of run it right over, and it'll get rid of any bubbles that are on the surface. And then we'll let that sit for 12 hours, and then we'll come back and check it out. The Minecraft pendant is finished. It's all dry and hard. And I have this jewelry cord, and all I'm going to do is feed it right through the holes that we made. And they each tie a knot at the one end. And if you don't think that the knot is going to be tight enough, you can always, put a little bit of glue on there just to secure it. So there it is, your very own Minecraft necklace. I hope you like it. I hope you give it a try. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Stop by my website for directions on this and all of my other crafts, and we will see you next time. Thank you again for watching. Happy crafting!